Hello everybody. Uh, it's a sunny but very, very cold Saturday. I'll maybe show you out the back later on just how much snow we had and how frozen over it is. Apparently part of Scotland was somewhere down around minus 14 Celsius last night. Oh, it's cold enough here without that. So I just wanted to do a little video. I was going to share with you a couple of things I've acquired. You may have seen a community post with the cryptic thing saying, "What's this?" And I'm going to answer it, I guess. But I'm going to start with something else that I actually got today. I met my parents. I don't live in the same place as them. They live in a small town about 11 miles from the city I live in. And when we were nosing around our local branch of TK Maxx, I picked up something. My mum says, I'll get you that as a little gift. Here's another Funko Pop, Star Wars one, Rey from the sequel trilogy. Now I know the sequel trilogy isn't everybody's cup of tea. I know that. It's never lived up to what it should have been. I'll agree with that. Especially the second and third ones. They didn't have a coherent plan for all three films, and it showed. But I'm going to get her on a shelf soon. As I say, $6.99. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you. I appreciate that. And of course, he has a cup of tea. So, if you bear with me for a few minutes, I get myself organised, I will get out what I've got. See, there is this. I'll show you the other side of that in a few moments. There is a little tube with something in it. And I'll just say it is a poster. I will get that into the frame I bought this morning to go with it. Ta-da! One E3 poster frame, so we'll get that in a minute. And I'll let you see what it all is. But first, I'm going to go through and let you see just how absolutely Baltic it is here, to coin a phrase. And you'll see what I mean. So, hold that thought. So, here we go. Nice freshly made bed. Changed all the sheets today. There's nothing like first night in your bed when everything's been freshly changed. It's lovely. Absolutely frozen out there. Not quite Siberia, but not far off. Although it is supposed to thaw overnight. Fingers crossed, because the pavements are still like a bottle and very, very slippery in places. Hopefully that improves. Go back through to the living room. Now I'm going to take a look at my shelf. I need to figure out when I get Rey out of the box where I'm going to put her. Top shelf is pretty full. I love that Sheldon Cooper Funko Pop. Shift that out the way. Somebody I work with who is one of my very best friends nowadays kinda gave me the nickname Sheldon many, many years ago because apparently I do things that remind her of him, which is quite amusing, especially when our daughter started calling me Uncle Sheldon, but we'll not go there. I got my own back. I gave her one of those bobblehead things of Sheldon years ago and said, you can sit him beside your TV. And I'm a bit of a My Chemical Romance fan, so that is Gerard Way on the end. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go on one of the Star Wars shelves. But I don't know where. Probably. I've got them arranged sort of the heroes and villains. So I don't know how I'm going to do this because the hero shelf is kind of getting full. I don't know yet. I'll figure that out. But yeah, that's going to be a bit of a job and a half. So yeah. So, from one franchise to another. You saw the tube with poster in it, and if you've seen the thumbnail, I got the poster frame this morning for this. It's the animated series of Star Trek. I showed you the box of DVDs and that I have a while back. I got this poster. I think the artwork is amazing. As soon as I saw it, I thought, I really want that. I'll have to find somewhere to put it up. But isn't that something? It is so good. That's made my day. I mean, the purchase of it was only logical, as a certain green-blooded person would say. Out of all the different incarnations of Star Trek, my heart still goes with the original series. It's the one that started it all, and I mean, the original Enterprise. Timeless. Absolutely timeless. The original and the best. I mean, the design of the refitted one in the movies is stunning, I have to say that. I do have to say that, but the original Constitution class, give me that any day. And the final thing, it's another thing for my little Cold War collection. It is not a medal or a metal badge this time, but it does tie in with it. Look at that. It's a little patch with the state emblem of Yugoslavia. I think that's rather neat. It only cost me $4.99 too. It's a rather cheap collectible. I love the design of that emblem. I mean, most of the Eastern Bloc stuff had some variation on the hammer and sickle or something like that, but well, the East German one, it was a hammer and a set of compasses, like engineers' compasses, but this, it's flaming torches. They were supposed to represent the nationalities of Yugoslavia, and then it was changed, so unlike on this one where there are 5 torches, I did my research here. 1963, they altered it slightly, so there were 6 for the 6 republics that made up the Yugoslav Federation. And the date of the founding of the state, 29/11/1943. Fascinating country, actually. You know, I've said it before, an outlier in the Eastern Bloc because it wasn't part of the Warsaw Pact or any of the formal sort of Soviet-dominated structures. Tito broke away from all of that when he thought that the Soviets were trying to have too much influence. That's a really nice little thing, I must admit. I was watching a documentary about Yugoslavia the other night, actually, on my laptop. Just a wee bit about the history. Fascinating place. Hmm. So yeah, I'm very, very pleased with that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed having a look at all of that. Yeah, a fun little thing. I'm very pleased with that. As I say, I watched a documentary about Yugoslavia the other night on my laptop, just about the history, you know, from the founding to the break with the Soviets and down what happened right to its end in the early 90s. Most of which years of its existence, of course, were dominated by Tito. Interesting country. Yeah, interesting part of the world. I have to say that the documentary, quite a good soundtrack. There was a mixture of sort of music from the 70s and the 80s there. I got one of the songs stuck in my head. I had actually debated singing it, but I don't think I'll inflict that on you. I have an ear for languages. I think I might have said that before. I pick up on things, and it got stuck in my head. I was pottering about cleaning a piece of equipment at work one day, and I thought, "What is that song?" And then I realised what it was. But I think I'll keep that one to myself unless anybody really, really wants to hear me sing it. Be careful what you wish for, peeps. Be careful what you wish for. So I think on that note, I will have to love you and leave you. I may have to nip out and go and get a couple of things from the supermarket, which is about 5 minutes that away. So, this has been fun, sharing some stuff with you, and maybe next weekend it's supposed to thaw later, so I might actually get out somewhere, take us on a little walk or something. I don't know. But on that note, I'm going to say goodbye and be grateful you avoided the song. I'm only kidding. Right. See you.